Hi, my name is Ava Jelinek, and I'm so excited to introduce the Ainslee Taylor. Ainslee might be the nicest person I've ever met. She's the type of person to go out of her way to say hi to someone. Without fail, Ainslee always makes me smile or brightens my day. I speak for the entire senior class when I say everyone strives to be as kind as Ainslee. She is seriously a role model, and I'm so thankful to call her one of my best friends. I know her speech is going to be amazing, so give it up for Ainslee Grace Taylor.
I hate labels. I hate being the girl who plays soccer. I hate being the girl who brings her camera around to different school events. But the one I hate most is being the girl who's always hurt. If you know me at all, you know I am always hurt. And when I say always, I mean always. I have fractured both arms 2 times each, inflamed my Achilles, stretched out my ligaments in both feet, popped the head of the radius out of socket and fractured my elbow, injured both post-tibial tendons. There are more, but these are the most important. I've had to grow accustomed to my fragile self, but if I could change one thing about me, it would be how much I get injured. My grandparents used to say that my parents didn't give me enough milk when I was younger because I'm just too breakable. But this is not the case. I've had to learn to live with my imperfections my whole life, just like how I've had to learn with my ADHD, dyslexia, and dysgraphia. But all of these imperfections have taught me different things. Being always hurt has taught me that hard work pays off. I've always been told that I'm a hard worker, but this has mainly been because of my learning disabilities. Most people think that when you're injured, there's not much you can do, but this is not all true. Another thing that I've learned is how it affects me mentally. For me, when I'm injured, this means I cannot play the sport I love, soccer. Watching my teammates go onto that field without me is so hard. I've had to learn that even if I'm not on that field, I can still be there for my team in many ways. Going back to growing accustomed to my learning disabilities. Since I was diagnosed in 2nd grade, I had the freedom of understanding how I was different and the obstacles I could do to get around them. I was able to learn what helped me and what did not, and this took a lot of hard work, but I did not let my learning disabilities set me back. When I was younger, I didn't tell anyone about my disabilities because I was ashamed of them. I would stay in during chapel and work on my spelling and reading with my teachers just so I wouldn't fall behind. I never took the extra time given to me, and I kept quiet in class when I had a problem. In 8th grade, everyone knew I was dyslexic. This was mainly because all my friends and I would just blame it on the dyslexia, saying, "Oh, I'm dyslexic," or "That's the dyslexia for you." I used it as a way for people to laugh, but I was still deep down embarrassed. But as I got to high school, I realized there was nothing to be ashamed of. I learned to take advantage of my accommodations and that they are only there to help me. Learning how to advocate for myself helped me the most. When I got to high school, Ms. Askew asked me, "Would you like to have a meeting with your teachers where you tell them about your learning disabilities, or would you rather me send an email to them?" For me, I always chose the option of meeting with my teachers. This was because anyone can read an email and totally forget about what it said. But if I told them myself, it was a way for them to remember it better. Ms. Askew has asked me this question every year, and every time she knows exactly what my answer is going to be. Being an advocate for myself is something that took me a long time to learn, but now that I have, I will never stop advocating for myself. Lastly, something that I've learned is that it is okay to accept help. Ms. Askew has shown me that I've only grown stronger from accepting how I was made, and that it's only taught me so much. My coaches and doctors have taught me that I'm still so important to the team when I'm injured, and I have to be patient with myself, or else I'll end up exactly where I started. I know that I'd say I would change these things about me in a heartbeat, but in reality, I really wouldn't. All of these things I've had to grow accustomed to. Even if they've made my life harder, I don't know where I would have learned these life lessons without them. I now know I have a whole team wanting me to succeed. Whether it be the middle school office, teachers, coaches, or my family and friends, they all have my back and are here for me when I need them. To my rambunctious class of 23, thank you for always being my biggest supporters and being patient with me when I would read aloud in middle school, even though I know y'all all hated it. I hate the question, what did you do this time? But not ever from y'all. Y'all have been with me through everything, and I love y'all so much. Thank you.